Organizing Committee of Public Assembly for Restoration of Peace in Manipur demands resignation from the primary membership of BJP and withdrawal of support to BJP. JAC formed against abduction and murder of Hijam Linthoingambi and Fizam Hamanjeet announces resumption of agitation as government failed to fulfill their demands. Governor Anusuya Uike condoles bereft families of Fizam Hamanjeet and Hijam Linthoingambi. Governor condemns use of excessive forces by security personnel on agitating students. People carried out widespread protests and rallies seeking justice for Hamanjeet and Linthoingambi who were abducted and brutally killed amid Manipur violence. Kokomi Healthcare Unit Coordinator YK Dhiren says 58 Mayday people lost their lives, 23 missing and around 3,000 sustained injuries in Manipur violence till date. And Shiv Sena Manipur Pradesh warns people will erupt into agitation if BJP fail to expel its 7 Kuki MLAs who are trying to disintegrate Manipur. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. Organizing Committee of Public Assembly for Restoration of Peace in Manipur appeals to all the primary members of Bharatiya Janata Party in Manipur to resign and also urge allied political parties to their withdrawal support to BJP. Speaking to media at Hawaii Miril office in Imphal today, committee spokesperson Kumbong Mayum Indrajit also appealed to the public to put down the photos of BJP national leaders along roadsides and in public places. He maintained that there is no need to support the political party of the Prime Minister who has failed to give even 5 minutes to people and legislatures from the state. He demanded resignation of BJP district office bearers, dissolution of BJP mandals and resignation of cooperator and Nagar Panchayat members who had won elections on BJP ticket. Indrajit urged respective members of those political parties which had failed to withdraw support to BJP to resign from their respective political parties. He also appeals to people of Manipur to boycott Centre's Swasi Seva campaign.
Locally, Bakumtangsi, Aikoi Masengi, Marakta, Amaga, disunity, Lainabagi, Damata Local Sunate. Aikoi mute Pawana Prime Minister si Unazagi Hyber Matam Sidagi the Madugi minute Manga Tara Pawagi Ayaba Pibida Dana Tauriba Sigum Batanzas the Mahagna Luchingba Amasung Mahagna Litoba political party to the Yuda Aikoina Lairubagi Kari Kanei Hyber Wakalon to the Yuda Punamak Tadong Minaraga Manipur Hyber Posna Aikoi Mang the Tamakan Sidagi Aikoi Makoiga Amatoina Apun Bokolo Ama Longminaba Targadi, Hojik Ladyba, Piumsida, Manipur government, Amasung India government, a Choba, Sapu, Ama Piraga, Aikoi Hojik, Sak, even Mayase, Tangani, Haiba, Wafam do, Adu Daitua, Yumbum, Urakanda, Haiba Tabaxi, Aikoi Changjan Jabani.
JAC formed against abduction and murder of Hijam Linthoingambi and Fizam Hamanjeet announces resumption of agitation from today, condemning government's failure to fulfill their demands. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, JAC convener El Kanta said they gave a deadline of 48 hours to Chief Minister Nongthuman Birren on September 26 to recover the bodies of the missing students and to book the culprits, but their demands remained unfulfilled. He said the Chief Minister requested them to give more time in a meeting held around 9 p.m. yesterday.
CM na haibase koi matam khara ngayu hair kan koi thaido sum kuma kwai tare aidi marui bama ke responsive phajaba oidaba aidi koina hairi bu demand da adugi na thaira kanda asagi mafam du lan tawdi haibna singba tongan ba magi oiba technique haijaba tare admaina oire sum na thaira sum kuma pujina mar kanda ai koi de parja gi miyang gi ihul si de koina phada bangamakta bai tare aduna हाइरिबो पोसी अखोई ऑनरेबल सीएम दसु अदुगी मतिक चाबा प्रमाण दु फंगद्रबनिना अखोई हौजिकसी लेबाक मियाम को खुसमनरकान द अखोई जे प्रोटेस्ट क्या संगन हाइबगी चप चाबा फिरेब अखोई लेजरे
Governor Anusuya Uike expressed sadness over the merciless killing of two young students, Fizam Hamanjit from the Takiel Kolom Laikai and Hizam Linthoingambi from Tera Tongbram Laikai. The governor met with their bereft families and their respective residences and shared their griefs today. Speaking on the sideline, the Governor Anusuya Uike also condemned the excessive use of force by security personnel upon young students, agitators, and said such unwanted incidents should not happen again.
अभी इसमें जो लग रहा है इंजरी तो
फंक्शन के लिए जल्दी से जल्दी उन लोग
बहुत दुख हुआ है उस समय जैसा आपने बोला था। आप सब लोगों से भी अपील करती हूँ कि आप स्टूडेंट को कहें जो भी कुछ करना है अपना शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से ही अपना प्रदर्शन करें और किसी तरह का कानून को भी अपने हाथ में ना लें क्योंकि उनका भविष्य बहुत आगे उनको जाना है। हो सकता है इनके बीच में कुछ इस तरह के लोग भी आ जाएं जो उस तरह की आड़ लेकर और उनका भविष्य खराब ना कर दें, तो इस पे भी आप सब अपने अपने बच्चों को समझाएं और उनसे भी मेरा यही निवेदन है। और जिसने भी आप लोगों के ऊपर इस तरह का जो किया है वो गलत है और ऐसे लोगों की अभी कमेटी बनाई और सख्त से सख्त उनके ऊपर कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
Ex-Patsoi MLA and ex-Minister A.K. Mirabai, along with family members of the two deceased students, called on the Governor Anusuya Uike at Raj Bhavan today. Speaking on the sideline, A.K. Mirabai said they demanded recovery of bodies of the two students and book the culprits within 24 hours. Positive response from the CBI investigation into the murder case and to stop excessive use of force by security personnel on students. Governor Anusuya Uike assured them of apprising Union Home Minister Amit Saha regarding the use of excessive force by security personnel upon young student agitators.
ngasiga ahumlak sure koi family yauna unajabasi adubo ngasi phawba positive response phangdabagi matangda makna harai ngasi nungdawaram phawbagi manungda kari report phangbage haibado soidana maki aikoi khangalke haiba wafamju thambirai maduda natana tasengnamak aikoi maki baikaidagi di tatna security gi koi gi lairiba mayam sing DGP kauduna magna tawba yaba thiba yaba thinabagi damakta advice tawduna leibani ngasi phawba response phangdabasi laibak thibani haiduna magna harai adu makhatana aikoi chonthadana pung kunmarigi manungda dead body phanganbiu accusing phaduna dandi pibiu haibase maki maphamda thamami.
Widespread protests and rallies were held today over the abduction and murder of two students, Fizam Hamanjit from the Tagiel Kolom Laikai and Hijam Linthoingambi from the Tera Tongbram Laikai. Langold Laimanai Meitei Laikai Apunba Nupi looked questions whether Chief Minister Nongthom Ambiren and MLAs will continue to remain silent if their own children were killed by armed miscreants. The association members carried out a protest meet at Langold Tri Junction today against the brutal killing of two students. Speaking to media, a Maira Paibi member named R.K. Memi asked why Manipur government is silent when students have been murdered in the ongoing crisis. She demanded justice for the two deceased students.
BJP ki President Luibiriba Sarda Mahak Mamani Mama Mana Mama Memit Kare Yaksalaga TV da Tolaga Wangang with Equa Ying de Mama or the Mama Masan Shibiki Prem Polu. It's asking Miatina Halaba with the Ying, the Nalisaliba, Soydana Tawani, Soydana Tawani Hariba, Paliba Sarkar, Jim Biren, Todok Nasara Tomagadi. nang thorak tabang ngamgadra mihat thina haliba terrorist minung siyaudra kuki nakoi na sagi nahan bamda haluro na swagi lengak tonga na pam bido nang ina sagi naramda yana bamam na pal mucho Manipur gi lamda de yetum matonda pakpal la magi marik amagi chang na koida piba gi sakti ngasi mamana piba yaroi.
Locals of KANEL also staged a sit-in at KANEL Community Hall demanding justice for the 2 deceased students. They slammed the government for its failure to nab the culprits despite of evidence. They also condemned the excessive use of force by security personnel on young student agitators. Later in the day, locals submitted a memorandum to local MLA L. Rameshwar seeking restoration of normalcy in the state and justice for the 2 deceased students.
Satra anisigi kanu viral video jo ubdagi Manipur myam je hauji khosauna dunda irang khorokpa matamda satra anisna tamliba school gi college singji gi satra singjida saungninga irang khorokpa matamda security force singjida ka henba thabak thawong chatha duna satra singjida lathi charge tawba amadi tamthiraba khusukulai myam sijinda duna sohaliba mayam de khoi yajaningde akhoi satra singje hauji hingbagi right phawba leiraktre ba kamaina khoji laik tamaga hingdoino ba ihau da responsibility azau ba am sinaraga khoje bazar ko chen chelaga hingdoira khoite kamaina hingo haiban ho sije lengak na thua matam da wakhan kitang ka hada biraga khoite hingbagi rai to pibio amadi khoje larik se tamba phangan bio peace thua matam da peace phangan bio duga satra jingje land da suga ya haningde kanglum ani gi land thamjide ne khoje kasilai taba kano oina yahaningde satra jingje kan bio haisai.
People also held a protest at Kesampat Lairambi Sangland against killing of 2 students. The sit-in was organized by local clubs of Kesampat, Kaishamlaikai and Mairapaibi. Protesters demanded punishment for culprits and urged CVI to expedite the case. (2024) NEET aspirant students also staged sit-in today at Kesampat Laimajamlaikai Community Hall to condemn merciless killing of 2 students. The protest demonstration was held under the aegis of 6 various students' organizations in the state. Students also displayed play cards demanding arrests of all the culprits. They also expressed condemnation on atrocities of security forces on students and over unnecessary internet ban in the state. Students and faculty of College of Agriculture Iroisemba also carried out protest demonstration today demanding justice for the 2 deceased students and condemning atrocities of security forces towards students agitators. After staging a sit-in at the Forest Beat office, they also took out a protest rally. Locals of Awang Sekmai and Kangla Tombi took out a massive rally demanding justice for the 2 students who were allegedly killed by armed cookies. Mairapaibi members, students and youths of the area took out the rally, which started from Awang Sekmai Kokjenglema ground and culminated at Sekmai Nongthombam. People chanted slogans demanding justice for the 2 students, withdrawal of suspension of operation with Kuki militants to safeguard territorial integrity of Manipur and implementation of NRC. Speaking on the sideline, Chairman of Coordinating Committee of Awang Sekmai and Kangla Tombi Kanbalup, Maharabam Gowda, condemned the killing of 2 students and demanded prompt action to arrest the culprits, while blaming the government of inaction in finding the 2 students who went missing on July 6. M. Gaura blamed the government of undermining the people of the state. He also criticized the security personnel for their high-handedness and for using brute force against students who were demanding justice for Hemanjit and Linthoingambi. Also speaking on the sideline, leader of Awang Sekmai Kanbanupi Loop, Khwairakpam Ongbi Gulavati condemned the atrocities committed by security forces upon agitating students who were demanding justice for their fellow classmates.
हेमंतजीत नुंगाइतब फोंदोको ओइना पेनदब फोंदोको ओइना अदुगा मखोय अनिगी अचुंबा पिचार पिहनिंबगी अदुगी चच्चब रेलीने पिचारसिंग मांगिबगी दमा ममा अमा ओइना पेनदब फोंदोकचबनी ngasigising अदुगा छात्रबु फुबीबा छात्रसिंगबु मोइगी पेनदब फोंदोकचबदा मोइदा ओटपा नेबीबा थोअनबा अंगांग ममि तांगबा यावरबा मखुत कटकदब यावरबा मयामसिंगी पेनदब ओइना ngasi अखोय अपुनमगी रेली अमा चच्चबनी
अखोयगी सरकार सिदी सरकार लेरिब्रा लेत्रब्रा अखोय यामना नुंगाइत्रेबा हिरम खुदिमक्ता अखोयसि यंगबिदबा अखोय करिनो अखोयना तौगदब हौजिकसि करिनो हाइबम खंगदेबा अखोयदा अखोयगी फेवरदा करिमते तौबिद्रमनिना अहोयना दुम कुकीगी फेवरदा तौबो मानलक्लेबा सरकारगी मौंगसे.
Sporting Youth Club Hairok Part 2 Moirangthem Laikai also organized protest meet against the brutal killing of the two students at various parts of Hairok today. Protesters demanded booking of the killers within 3 days, else warrants of staging self-immolation protest. Stern Settled Caste Students Union Andhro also organized a sit-in at Andhro Bazaar condemning the incident of killing two students. Members of Old Andhro Maira Paibi Association and Maira Paibi Apunbalukt Andhro along with students from various schools in the Andhro area took part in the protest and chanted slogans like "We want justice, punish the killers, save Manipur's territorial integrity." Students in Jiribam district also took out a rally demanding the government to shed lights into the brutal killing of Hizam Linthoingambi and Fizam Hemanjit and delivering justice in the case. And the earliest student bodies, Desam, KSA and MSF organized the rally. The rally was started from Jiribam Higher Secondary School, Babupara, transversed through Jiribam Imam Market and further proceeded till PWD Guest House. From there, students marched back and culminated at Jiribam Higher Secondary School. Students from various schools and colleges took part in the rally. Coordinator of Healthcare Unit Kokomi YK Dhiren says 58 Meitei people that had lost their lives, 23 are still missing and around 3,000 people sustained injuries so far in the ongoing Manipur violence. Speaking to media at Kokomi office in Lumphel today, Dhiren maintained that around 300 casualties of the present unrest were treated at RIMS Hospital, 1,808 at Janims Hospital and around 200 injured people at Vishnupur District Hospital till date. He said patients at Janims and RIMS received treatment with financial help given by public via helplines open in these hospitals. He added that about 700 casualties of violence were treated at private hospitals like Raj Medicity, Caesar Hospital, Little Clinic, Kripadarshini Hospital, Advanced Hospital and Jeevan Hospital and others. Dhiren said Kokomi will now take charge of the role rendered by helplines in hospitals.
IDBGP number is 9862411800. Hariba number sida aikoi miyam na ngamba maroi na hantaki ho sida shokaba amusung hospital dagi discharge tawraga ju hena kudong thiningai oiriba patient sing adu da makata ba layengi mateng pangna ba hariba corpus panasina ekoi season jagani lakpiriba press media gi silna opsing na su leiriba patient sing siki awana ta ba kai gum information leiraga su Kokomi da pau pibiro hariba Kokomi gi number sing si ekoi miam da thamjaraga koi medical and health care unit da pau pibiro ko na any information leiba tam dai koi makata na Kokomi na huji hospital da gi discharge tawgraba Karamba Pibum de Lady Vigi Habagi survey Emma, which I quick Satazari.
Shiv Sena Manipur Pradesh cautions that people in the state will erupt into intense agitations if the 7 BJP Kuki MLAs who are trying to disintegrate Manipur are not expelled from the party at the earliest. Addressing the media at Shiv Sena Bhavan in Babapara, Imphal today, Party State President M. Tombi said a team of Shiv Sena Manipur Pradesh led by himself had visited Delhi and submitted a memorandum containing a charter of demands to the the President, Prime Minister and Union Home Minister, seeking prompt solutions to the ongoing Manipur crisis. He also shared the grief of the bereft families of Hijam Linthoingambi and Fizam Hemanjit, who had been brutally murdered by suspected Chin Kuki narco-terrorists. Condemning the brutal killing of the two students, Tombi demanded arrest and punishment of all the culprits at the soonest. He also condemned the use of excessive force by security personnel upon young student agitators who were seeking justice for the two deceased students. He urged the government to cooperate with the public if it expects the same from the public.
Manipur da leriba political party punama khenaba thamdana Delhi dong chalaga mana pangaba nungi murti oiraba aikoi na phangiba information dagi honorable prime minister na phangba information na amuk hena details oigine ba adu wong na ngasi bo monungda khambagi thaba ma leitaba che taseng na har kanda aikoi central government na state mother gi status sa yeng mameng amane na haibada haiman ba thoroi Prime Minister, Home Minister, Manipur da lakpiyo, natragana Honorable Chief Minister, Adal MLA mayam sinduga, youth of Manipur ga, Paminaraga, Waroi Shinu Puranabiyo, aduga kudakta koki MLA taret, immediately BJP digi tanto kadobani. Natrade, Shiv Sena na, aikoi karim kanda, miyangulun ihok sangsel lakpiyay.
Ukhrul Damle Ramuiba expresses sadness over the abduction and murder of two innocent students and also shared the grief of their bereft families. Press release from the MLA also appealed to state government and civil society organizations of the state to sit across a table and start dialogue. He stressed that talking is better than fighting and that war is never a solution, but it only brings mutual miseries. He maintained that time has come to show the matter of true leadership and statesmanship and bring an amicable solution and restore peace, which is also the primary and moral responsibility of a democratic government. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on protesters storming towards Chief Minister's residence last evening. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Avail free cardiology OPD consultation on 29 September 2023 from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with free ECG, lipid profile and random blood sugar and 15% concession on investigation and 10% concession on procedures. For appointment, please contact Caesar Hospitals, Langkor.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Moving on with our bulletin. Dissatisfied with government's handling of two students' abduction and murder case, an irate mob tried to storm Chief Minister Nongthoman Birain's private residence at Luang Sangbam last evening. Around 8 people from different directions marched towards the Chief Minister's residence, but heavy security forces deployed in the areas thwarted them using tear gas cells and mock bombs. Protesters also reportedly retaliated using tear gas and fired several live rounds, presumably using their licensed guns. Many sustained injuries in the intense standoff. They were rushed to nearby hospital for medical attention. Holding torch, Mighty Pangal women folk of Hatta Golapati tried to storm the Chief Minister's bungalow last evening around 9:30, seeking justice for Hijam Linthoingambi and Fizam Hamanjit. Intense scuffles occurred as security forces intercepted them near Pureromba Kongnang Kong Palace compound by firing rounds of rubber bullets and tear gas cells, leaving several women injured. Youths in the areas also joined the protest, which continued till around midnight. Condemning the brutal killing of two students, Hijam Linthoingambi and Fizam Hamanjit, by suspected Kuki militants, and over the failure of BJP governments to resolve the unrest in Manipur, a large number of youths stormed towards the BJP Nambol office and attempted to vandalize it last night. Irate youths took out the agitation right after a torch rally of Maira Paibi women, which was held in the area at around 8:25 p.m. Many youngsters from Nambol Bazaar and Nambol Chingmang block roads, including the Tidim Road, as the mob was storming towards the BJP Nambol Mandal, chanting slogans against Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren. State police and central forces stopped them, leading to a huge scuffle. Security forces fired tear gas cells and mock bombs to control the mob. Agitators retaliated by pelting stones and catapulting towards the security forces. The commotion continued till around 3 a.m. today. Both police personnel and agitators sustained injuries and they were rushed to CHC Nambold and Sion Hospital for treatment. Bulletproof vehicles and other items were damaged in the violence. Medical students of the Prime Medical College at Rangpur in Bangladesh held a candlelight vigil seeking justice for late Fizam Hamanjit and Hijam Linthoingambi last evening. Around 50 medical students from Manipur, other states of India and from Nepal carried out the vigil in the college campus. The students said they are disheartened by the conduct of the RAF and other security forces upon agitating students, which violated human rights. They observed 2-minute silence in honor of the two students who were abducted and brutally murdered amidst the ongoing Manipur violence and shared the grief of their bereft families. Meghalaya University of Science and Technology USTM and RIST Student Union carried out a candlelight vigil last evening demanding justice for the two deceased students. Tamfasana Girls Higher Secondary School 1996-1997 12th batch WhatsApp group expressed sadness on the brutal killing of 2 students. The group also condemns security personnel for using excessive force on student agitators and also demanded relevant authorities to punish all the culprits. They also urged the relevant authority to find the whereabouts of Toijam Samarendra from the Kumbong, who is the husband of the group member Toijam Kabita, who went missing from Sangaithel on May 6, relating to the present violence. Staffs and students of Jawaharlal Navodaya Vidyalaya Yaralpat Imphal East pay tribute to late Hizam Linthangambi and late Fizam Hemanjeet. They demanded prompt justice for the 2 students and their bereft families. Women Action for Development condemns the brutal killing of the 2 students. Press note from WAD urged the government, Chief Minister, Governor and Unified Command Chairman to shed lights into their murder case and book all culprits at the earliest. WAD also appeals to central and state forces to immediately stop misusing their power on women and students and demands government to bear all medical expenses for injured students. PFUD offer Langbal Tarpand to departed forefathers today at the sacred shrine of Langol Ningtho in Imphal. Langol Ningtho Thogold Lup organized the program. People also offered floral tributes to those who had lost their lives in ongoing Manipur violence. 14th-day workshop cum training on the belt metals concluded today at the complex of Directorate of Handloom and Textiles in Lumfeld. The workshop cum training was organized by Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited under the aegis of Directorate of Handlooms and Textiles, Government of Manipur. Speaking on the occasion, Director of Handloom and Textiles K. Lemli Kamai stressed the need to promote and preserve belt metal craft. He said the directorate is making efforts to get geographical indication tag for Sengha, which is a craft for making utensils. While expressing concern about the dying craft of Sengha, Director K. Lemli Kamai said the craft is being practiced by only few people in the state and there is a need to promote and revive the age-old craft. He added that the directorate is willing to provide help to the trainees in setting up workshed, in buying tools and getting working capital. Craftsmen and artists can also avail a loan of up to Rs 3 lakh under Prime Minister Vishwakarma scheme. Managing Director of Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited E. Jitend, Director of Mutua Museum Mutua Bahadur, Master Trainer of Bell Metal Ahibam Gope were among the eminent people who graced the closing function.
Nayatpi natraga natri harise hari pukham mayam se so akoi gi lamda yam sinaramba akoi gi ahlaman sing sin mapod amani ada hojiti ga sinagidraba ada hari ba sing se akoi na masi yokhalaga madi market ama akoi mayam sinaba makanai adoga masi sinafam thoi ahlaman sinarabani ahlaman thaine gi chana si hara taraga di hari ba sing se akoi amu hanna masi amu hingat nabi gi thaba amaka changi hingalak pa taraga di akoi madugi sari ba kholi ba sinfam leibiri ba leibi kuli maksu madugi sinfam ma pa
particularly bell metal sida ngasi workshop phangvidana itihas ka mari lena ba masigi importance samaj ka maru oiba lamdam chire leriba akoi jati punamakta masina ka kara bhor sinare yamna sahi mangdik sinaraga lakiba mayam jingdo kari gi damakta sinare haibagi adumba utility gi purpose mayam jingdo kona amuk hana mayam da ningjang agadi natragana donma matamda magi history ga mari lena mase tangai padana akoi ge sungba posak amani adu mase itihas ka sagunarpa ningtho paling matamde koi tangai padan tawdaba yadaba punamani kaina gi haibagi raitap ka ji iraga kholaga posi yonanabagi promote tawnu honabada choba koi mating ama oinabani aduna haiba punamasingi thabak singduna Manipur Handicraft Development Corporation torang chawna lobjage.
Writers Association Kakching observed the 127th birth anniversary of Lamyan Bahizam Irawat today at the representative of Lois Auditorium in Kakching Chumnang Laikai. Writers Association Kakching President P. Nimai, Sahitya Academy awardee Khetrimayum Rajeshwar, Kakching Higher Secondary School Senior Lecturer Nongmai Them Sunita, and other offered floral tribute to the portrait of Iravat and those who had lost their lives in Manipur violence. 123rd Foundation Day celebration of Phungyo Baptist Church Ukrul and Thanksgiving was held today. Phungyo Baptist, located at Tangri, Ukrul is the first church built in Manipur. It was on this day in 1901 that Reverend William Petrigue baptized 12 Tangkhul men and started Christianity. From 1910 onwards, Tangkhul women also started following Christianity. As a part of the event, a former women chairperson of Phungyo Baptist Church, Tharawon Reling, hoisted the church flag. PBC Pastor baptized 18 youths, including 16 girls, on the occasion. The government of Tripura has approved Seja Hospital and Research Institute Private Limited as a recognized referral hospital. Seja hospitals will extend service to beneficiaries under Chief Minister Jan Arogya Yojana, Tripura. Press release from Seja Hospitals says an agreement was signed on September 22nd between Tripura government and Seja Hospitals to enhance healthcare accessibilities for government employees and residents of Tripura. Renovated first floor of Kangpokpi Christian Hospital was inaugurated today. Speaking on the occasions, Memind Haukib of Information and Publicity Department, Kuki Students Organization General Headquarters, said Kangpokpi Christian Hospital, which is one of the oldest hospitals in Manipur, was established in 1920 by Dr. G.G. Corzier and his better half. He said renovation of the hospital's first floor began on June 14th this year and completed on September 20 in view of the prevailing unrest in Manipur. Memin Haukib said International Love Ministry, under the initiative of Drs. Holkoshay Tauthang and Chingboy Tauthang, made immense contribution in renovating the hospital. A release from RIMS Imphal informs that packaged water bottled of less than 5 litre and single-use plastic carry bag are banned inside the hospital premises. Now the news from the world of sports. Manipur entered the final of Junior Girls National Football Championship Tier 1 after scoring a thumping victory of 8-0 against Odisha in the second semi-final match played in Bhubaneswar yesterday. In the match, Manipur's Kumukcham Bhumika secured 3 goals, Sarangthem Elina and K. Anju netted 2 goals each and Hemam Linthoi netted 1 goal. 16 teams from various parts of India are participating in the championship organized by All India Football Federation. Manipur and Tamil Nadu will lock horns in the final match tomorrow afternoon. Locals of Lamsang Awang, Imphal West today accorded a warm welcome to gold medalist in Uttar Pradesh Fight League Moirangthem Sanahald. He is the son of Moirangthem Jivand and Laid Inaubi from the same locality. Sanahald defeated his opponent from Haryana in the bantamweight to clinch a gold in the league held on September 23rd and 24th at Bulletin, Sahar, Uttar Pradesh. Speaking on the occasion, Sanahald shared the hardship he had faced in pursuing his sporting career due to financial constraints and sickness of his mother.
haitare adui maraktagi ojana yaroi nang sai haidi akhoi kainoni player ni khoni haraga kan tawni top school gani yaroi boloi nang mathang da yaw kholo na toraga nungai tana kappaga laki bai tare da khoi mama ji phammaga le me si sumang ji phammaga aina mana hangi kai gino nang ngasi selection kan tan lai ja kan mama selection all la try kan mama ji pura yeng nungai ta ba phibam amda lei bai ta kappa aina naram bagi cha sumaina yaw phangdam ne khotam ne ya kap khi bai huju phauri bai mit bitara adu no me to dai se ai gi dress ka puthoga mai thado ge ai puji gi amana sanga roi mai thado ge na ai ji ai sana phone tawe mon da do mana hang ai ngona hai de kai no mai nang mi na mai to nang kai gi no mai tai do nang tai gu no na ta so to pe event lei nang kai gi na to pe event na sana je na ai ngona mana ai ngona inspire ma piwi de ba adu inspire do ge da wo jaga ki ne ai tai gu no je.
Installation program for executive members of District Sports Association Chandal was held today at Jaffa Bazaar in Chandal District. The blessing and installation program for executive members for 2023-2027 tenure was laid by Finance Secretary of A&BA Riviat Tongsind Bonsand. Anald T.S. Chamna Anald MPS is the new president. H.L. Livingston Anald is the new Vice President, Dr. T.H. Joyshant Mongsang is the new Secretary, and T.S. Verim Mongsang is the new Treasurer of the DSA Chandal. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Organizing Committee of Public Assembly for Restoration of Peace in Manipur demands resignation from the primary membership of BJP and withdrawal of support to BJP. JAC forms against abduction and murder of Hijam Linthuingambi and Fizam Hamanjit announces resumptions of agitation as government failed to fulfill their demands. Governor Anusuya Uike consoles bereft families of Fijam Hamanjit and Hizam Linthuingambi. Governor condemns use of excessive force by security personnel on agitating students. People carry out widespread protests and rallies seeking justice for Hamanjit and Linthuingambi, who were abducted and brutally killed amidst Manipur violence. Kokome Healthcare Unit Coordinator YK Dhiren says 58 Meitei people lost their lives, 23 missing and around 3,000 sustained injuries in Manipur violence till date. And Shiv Sena Manipur Pradesh warns people will erupt into agitation if BJP fails to expel its 7 Kuki MLAs who are trying to disintegrate Manipur. Thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Lana Thauram, Malem Taibang Pan Asida Equi Quagi Irata Tilamba, Tokchom Brozendro Singhana.